Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you know I like to interview entrepreneurs. This guy really inspires me. He was making $7 an hour at a video store before he took a change in life, and now he's a multi-million-dollar author, speaker, and coach. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show. All right, this guy, his story needs to be made into a movie, only people would say, no, I don't believe it. That didn't really happen. That's too far-fetched. James Malinchak is my guest. He's a star of the hit show Secret Millionaire, a celebrity author, speaker, coach. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, Jeff, I'm glad to be on. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, I want you to tell everybody, because, you know, we're in a pandemic. There's a lot of people unemployed. Give them the words of encouragement to pick themselves up, because you, sir, were making $7 an hour at a video store. Tell us your story.
And you left out an important part. I was eating top ramen noodles and big jars of ragu diluted with water, dumped over noodles, because that would last me for a long time. So you left the most important part out.
Hey, those ramen noodles can be tasty, man. I went to college.
And I could tell you 50 ways to make pasta.
There you go. There you go.
But no, yeah, you're right. I made $7 an hour. I lived on spaghetti and top ramen noodles for over 3 years. That's what I ate morning, afternoon, and for dinner. And so I know how it is to be down and out and, you know, just not knowing where to go. And that's kind of where we are right now. And here's what I tell folks. You know, we've been here before. And so look at past, you know, events, right? We've had the financial collapse of 2008. We've had SARS. We've had, unfortunate 9/11. I mean, you can go all the way back to measles outbreaks. And we've been here before, and we've always come back as a people, as a community, as a country, as a world. And this too shall pass. We just don't know when it will. So a couple quick tips. Number one, I know this is hard, but don't panic. Protect. Right? Protect yourself, your family, your customers, etc. But then here's the next thing. You have to have positive production. You've got to be doing stuff, right, and creating movement for yourself so that you can actually create profit. Jeff, I've got a client who, since the pandemic has happened, an entrepreneur, has made her first $1 million in the pandemic. So I don't say that to say, wow, look at her or anything other than there are people who are making it happen because they're moving and they've got positive production, and that's what you need so you can cruise into the profit.
And you know a little something about making money. You're the star of the ABC show Secret Millionaire. Let's go ahead and run a clip now.
James Malinchak makes millions of dollars as a motivational speaker.
I love what I do. I love to impact people.
Now he will face the harsh reality of one of America's most desperate communities.
So many places boarded up. There is no hope here.
Living in a dangerous city struggling with poverty and crime.
Someone stabbed her to death.
A dude ended up pulling a gun on me.
You shouldn't have a file folder that says they died too young.
For 6 days, he will leave his lavish life behind and conceal his true identity.
Ain't nobody coming in here.
And search for deserving people determined to make a difference.
We all can pull together and do it. It can be done. There's nothing that cannot be done.
They're all on one mission, and it's to save this city.
And reward them with a share of his wealth.
They'll never leave me. How can I be side by side with them and not be changed?
After taking a soul-shaking journey as
So inspirational. James, tell me some takeaways that you've gotten from being on that show.
Well, first of all, it's one of the great blessings of my life. They didn't know we were living undercover and looking for amazing folks who were making a difference in the community that we were in, and that I was going to reward them financially to help further their vision for their organization. But I got to tell you something, Jeff. I gave away over $100,000 of my own money, but I got more out of what I learned from observing these angels. Yeah, I call them angels because they were true servers. I learned riches more than money, because these people didn't have much, and they were richer than certain people that I know who have tons of money. And so they were serving just to serve, just to make their community a better place. And so I learned what true sacrifice and giving was all about by being there and watching these unsung heroes who I'm so grateful got to be recognized.
And one of the things I know to be true about you is that you are so inspirational, not just in the rah-rah way, but people can hire you to coach them up to whatever they're trying to achieve. We've got another clip that we'd like to roll. Let's go ahead and roll that now.
Meet James Malinchak. With over 3,000 presentations, 1,000 business consultations, and the author of over 20 books, James Malinchak is one of America's most in-demand speakers, leading business advisor, and ABC TV's Secret Millionaire. James is the ambassador and founder of the Big Money Speaker Bootcamp and has been featured worldwide in numerous publications. James creates massive success for others and has coached, advised, and shared the stage with top achievers like Academy Award-winning actor Anthony Hopkins, Def Leppard rock and roll star Phil Collin, Emmy Award-winning television host Lisa Gibbons, NFL world champion legend Joe Theismann, Seinfeld TV star actor Jason Alexander, the $2 billion TV saleswoman Forbes Riley, original shark on the hit TV show Shark Tank Kevin Harrington, the world's leading motivational speaker Les Brown, best-selling author of 70 books, personal development legend Brian Tracy, and Chicken Soup for the Soul book series creator Jack Canfield.
If you're thinking about working with him in one of his coaching programs, coming to one of his seminars, I want to highly, highly, highly recommend it. I'm 65 years old, and I consider James one of my teachers.
Based upon his massive success as a leader in the speaking industry, James was selected for the hit ABC TV show Secret Millionaire, watched by over 10 million people worldwide. James has appeared in numerous media including ABC, Fox News, CBS's The Doctors, TV Guide, The Hour of Power, Hollywood's On the Red Carpet, E's Juliana and Bill Show, A&E's Gene Simmons Family Jewels, Joan Rivers' How'd You Get So Rich, and Robin Leach's
Welcome to a very special edition of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, hereinafter known as Secret Millionaire.
James has been honored by several organizations for his charitable donations and philanthropy, including helping children in Uganda by building them a school that he dedicated in honor of his late sister, Vicky.
Thank you, James.
I'm going to start the donation process off with a check for $10,000 to the Leap Foundation.
You're awesome.
And my goal is to raise $100,000.
James Malinchak is one of America's most in-demand speakers, leading business advisor, and America's secret millionaire, James Malinchak.
James, I'm so inspired by you, and the coolest thing is that you're just a normal guy. You're still that ramen noodle eating guy that you were before all of this fame. How do you keep yourself grounded?
I always say, Jeff, well, first, thank you. That's very kind coming from a person like you who I admire so much and respect. And, I just say this, Jeff, I'm a still Milltown kid who did some things right, and I grew up in a town of about 6,000 folks, and Mom was a lunch mother at the school, and Dad was a railroad conductor putting trains back on the track and hauling coal. And I believe you don't forget where you came from, and I'm just grateful. You wake up every day and be grateful and blessed for what you have, and sometimes you're gifted and blessed with a path that you never planned.
Absolutely. Well, I know we're almost out of time, so we're going to put up on the screen a webinar that you host, How to Get Highly Paid as a Speaker. Tell us a little bit more about that.
See, I believe everybody has a message, a story, or a how-to advice, how you went from here to there, or how you overcome a challenge, or how you achieved something, or how you flipped real estate. It could be any topic. And what most folks don't realize is you can actually turn that into a profession and a career. Jeff, you and I actually met speaking at an event in Dallas when I was down there speaking. And
That's
so,
right. And I've got a tidbit for the viewer. Never follow James.
oh
you don't
my
want to
God.
be the guy who follows James.
What are you talking about? I was your opening act.
No. You're too kind. We're absolutely going to have you back. We're going to put up the website to end this segment. BigMoneySpeaker.com is his website. Please get a hold of James for if you want to dream, he will help you dream bigger. He is the real deal. He eats his own cooking, and these days it's not ramen noodles. All right. Hey James, thanks for being on the show.
Hey, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you very much.
You bet. God bless. And that's it for now.
God bless.
We'll see you next time.